Hey guys, welcome to another episode of About Ukraine. And here I am in lovely Warsaw. It's a suburban type apartment block development where I'm at. And and this is another video of the update of the situation in Ukraine. So the situation in Ukraine can be characterized as the good, the bad, and the ugly situation here in Ukraine. And this week has been quite eventful, I would say. Let's start with the good then, I would say. So the good news is that there's been a significant blow to Russia and the Russian flagship of the Russian fleet, powerful guided missile cruiser with anti-aircraft weapons and anti-submarine weapons. Basically, this giant cruiser was sunk off the coast of Odessa on the Black Sea. Apparently the whole crew, or the majority of the crew, the vast majority of the crew, sank together with the ship, and that's about 500 people or so, including the captain. The captain of the ship was also killed. I mean, it's a pretty big blow. There's a lot of symbolism around it. The actual ship actually was built in Mykolaiv, which is close to where the actual missile that hit it originated from. And I mean, there's one of the three flagship cruisers that Russia possesses, and this one is obviously was patrolling the Black Sea, and it was stationed in the Black Sea. And the other thing is that it's named after Moscow. It's called Moskva. So yeah, people in Odessa can sleep a little bit more safely at night. So about Chornobaivka. Chornobaivka is a city west of Kherson, area that's been occupied by Russians for quite some time right now. And that area turned into quite a bit of a meme recently. It's been attacked a total of 15 times by Ukrainians to drive the Russians out. The first attack was close to the beginning of the war on February 27th, and that was pretty much when the Ukrainian forces started shelling the airport to prevent Russians to getting a stronghold over this airport. Then again, another significant attack came on March 7th when the Ukrainian army blew up 30 helicopters that were Russian, and maybe some other like depot buildings. Some people as well got killed, I'm pretty sure. Next, on the 16th of March, there were more helicopters that were attacked. Then on the 18th of March, another attack happened and it killed the commander, a Russian commander that was stationed there as well. And then between March of 19 and 24, there were even more attacks. And then from March 24, 27, there were more attacks and more people got killed. And then the last attack that was reported by the Ukrainian military was on the 14th of April. So as you can see, there were 15 attacks, more or less, on that one airport that Russia was trying to get a stronghold over, and they were not able to do anything about that. Well, I mean, that is the good news. What about the bad news? Well, the bad news is that we've been uncovering a lot of mass graves, a lot of deaths have been confirmed all over the place here in Ukraine. We now know that Chernihiv has about 1,000 people that are dead. The Kiev Oblast has another 1,000 people that are dead, and these are reported by mayors. There are mass graves being uncovered in Kherson, judging from their satellite images that we've been getting by the British intelligence. And then, not to mention, little cities and towns that we're not really getting much coverage from, but Kharkiv and Sumy, if you remember, cities that have around 1 million people, maybe more than that, they were partially encircled. And around these cities, a large swath of land is being controlled by the Russians in Ukraine. I think it's about the size of Italy. You have cities like Kherson, Melitopol, Berdyansk, all of these cities. I mean, that's hundreds of thousands of people that are there. Who knows if they're, if they've been deported to Russia or not, or they've been held hostage, or if they've been taken prisoner. There's also Mariupol, right? Mariupol is a huge city that believe that there are about 150,000 people, maybe 180,000 people that are still there. They're being held hostage. They're trapped because the city is encircled effectively, and the Ukrainian force in that city is shrinking. So basically, there's a lot of things to be worried about right now as this war drags on, and as Russia attempts to make moves in that area again. They're trying to have a final offensive, the large one that we're all expecting to see at some point. So what about the ugly part? Well, the ugly part is that Secretary of State Antony Blinken recently said that he expects the war to last all the way until 2022. That means another 6, maybe more months of fighting, active fighting, that we're going to see, simply because Ukraine and Russia cannot agree on anything, because Ukraine is trying to reclaim its territory, is trying to, get what is rightfully theirs, and Russia doesn't want to back down. It's still really hard to say which side has the upper hand. Is it Russia? Is it Ukraine? Nobody really knows. We're going to have to wait and see. This week is going to be another decisive week that's coming up. We're going to see which side has the upper hand in this conflict as it progresses. So yeah, until next time, guys, take care.